Welcome to another episode of Raving Fans for Then here at Velosio. And I'm thrilled to have Ashley join the call. Ashley's been on board for less than a year now, and the impact that she has had on the business has been absolutely tremendous. One of the things I'm most impressed with Ashley is her ability to really navigate complex business outcomes that clients are looking to be able to do, and keeping those things on track so they can validate that value at the end of the project. So with that being said, Ashley, I'd love to hear a little bit about yourself.
Sure. Thank you, Chad. Thank you for having me. So I live in Jupiter, Florida. And I would say at the core, I'm someone who genuinely loves the process of helping businesses change in meaningful ways. I work with customers who are navigating complexity. That could be growth and efficiency or transformation. But my role is to really help them move forward from uncertainty to clarity and ultimately to impact.
I love that. Ashley, what were you doing before you joined Velosio?
Before I joined Velosio, actually, my career path has moved around quite a bit. I actually started in finance, doing financial planning and analysis, and then I moved into a commercial sales role, and then I moved into a role where I was helping lead a team with SaaS technology.
Okay, so you have leadership in your experience. I'm curious, what did you love about that versus being, kind of a tip of the spear salesperson here at Velosio?
It's a great question. I think that you learn a lot in that process, right? What motivates people, what can really make a team collaborate to actually, perform and provide, the clarity and the discipline that we promise to customers. What I'm doing right now, in a sales role with Velosio, is truly helping to connect the dots with our internal team as well as for our customers. Because at the end of the day, these aren't logos or brands, right? We're really helping people in a meaningful way. Sometimes that's giving them time back in their day, when they're doing things that are really inefficient. And in other times, it's helping, families grow their business at scale, and being able to see that through is so rewarding.
Yeah, you said that really well. A lot of people don't realize this, but when you work in sales in a technology organization like Velosio, these really are complex digital journeys that organizations are trying to go on. And when you look at Velosio, we have this portfolio of capabilities or solutions that we bring to market to best serve these organizations. And it takes a lot of leadership qualities to be able to, use your words, connect the dots back into our organization to make sure that we're surfacing the right people, right? The right smart people to talk to the smart people with the clients to make sure that we can help them accelerate that journey.
Sure.
You also use the word motivation. And I'll tee it up this way. When I look at my own motivation, and what's really core to me, things that really get me excited is I'm energized by people. I have a natural curiosity about people. I'm also someone that really likes to help people solve problems, right? Whether it's friends or family, and I'm the father of 2 adult children. So, I get tickled death to this day when they come to me and say, "Hey, look, I'm trying to navigate this challenge," and have the opportunity to give them some insights into that. And we get to do that in sales as well.
Yeah.
What's your underlying motivation?
Yeah, it's a great question. And I love what you just shared, Chad. I would say it's pretty similar to yours, right? But I would say the process itself, I truly love uncovering the pain, and it's not in a transactional way. It's more thoughtful and respectful, because we're challenging what leaders and subject matter experts have been doing oftentimes for 15, 20, or even 30 years, right? So uncovering the pain and helping them understand, what their business goals truly are, and then connecting those dots, and uncovering what's standing in the way of that, what's the bottleneck, and then kind of guiding that process with those customers to help them see what's possible, and being curious too, like you said, is a very disciplined process. It's tricky because it's not always linear, but holding people accountable to the outcome, I think it's deeply human, because we're impacting what they do and how they work.
Gosh, yeah, you nailed it. We run into this all the time where a client or a prospect will come to us and they have in their head that they need to solve this problem and they're going to solve it with this product, and they really productize the conversation by the time that they get to a company, like Velosio, and the ability to be able to up level that conversation to really get to what the underlying challenges are that's preventing them from driving towards the direction that they're going. It can be tough. It can be deeply rewarding. It can be deeply rewarding as well. So look, I told you I was going to throw you some curveballs here. So we're going to go back and forth between the business and, still just getting to know you, a lot more so, Ashley. Let me ask you a question. Is there something that if myself or your coworkers knew about you, we'd find it surprising?
Yeah. So I love interior design and I get excited about, using creativity, but I would say most of the furniture in my home has been thrifted, or I've purchased on Facebook Marketplace.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, it is. It's a journey, right? It's not, everything's collected, right? And it finds its way and it has a story. So that's something that is sometimes surprising to people.
That is surprising. I'm glad I asked you that question. You handled it really, really well. So that's really cool. So you have this part of you that it leans towards doing really interesting things from interior design perspective, but you also have this almost eclectic part of you that wants the furniture and the decorations to also to be able to tell a story beyond it just residing in your house.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's really cool. I have to admit, I'm a bit of a clean freak. I may have a problem bringing other people's furniture to my house, but that's
fair.
Yeah, that's on me. So, so let's get back to Velosio. You've been here for almost a year. You've had tremendous success. The way in which you run your business with a lot of discipline, which is the word you used earlier. Sometimes I use the word rigor. Just really helps you best serve your clients. What is a piece of advice that you would give folks here at Velosio, or maybe folks, because we're going through tremendous growth and we're going to continue to build out the organization. So maybe somebody that's already here or somebody that's coming into the organization, or we're really going to start expanding our BDR program. So maybe some earlier career stage people. What's some advice that has served you well that you would give somebody here at Velosio?
That's a great question. And honestly, I think you could apply this in just so many aspects of life. It would just be to never stop asking questions. Sometimes when we're new, right, when we're in the earlier part of the journey for a new role or with a new customer, we sometimes might feel intimidated to ask questions because we think we should already have the answers. And I don't think that's a good place to be, right? I think it's important to lean into the curiosity that we might have. It could be a process. It could be a person. It could be a product, right? No one person has all the answers. But I think if we continue to ask more questions to our customers and to each other, I think we all learn, and then we kind of level up the playing field. But what I love about Velosio is that that's encouraged. And I never, feel ashamed for asking questions, and that's how we learn.
Yeah, no, I think that's a really, really good point, because sometimes it can be intimidating asking questions. You don't want, look, you don't want you don't want people to ever think that you don't have the knowledge to be capable in a particular role. What I had found is the clearest indicator to how high somebody's ceiling is from a growth perspective is the number of questions that they ask, that natural curiosity. So I'm like you, when people are like just gobbling stuff up and they're constantly asking questions, then that really tells me that this is a person that's got a really, really, really high ceiling. Okay, so I think this is going to be kind of a fun question, but also about Velosio. You guys have a really cool team. You guys have a really cool team, really close knit team. Is there anything that you could share that if other people knew what your team did, they'd be jealous?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say that list is pretty long, which is awesome to say, and makes me very appreciative to be a part of the team. But I would say the encouragement, right? Winning and losing together, right? And really checking in on each other, having teammates who help hold me accountable, and I hope I can do the same for them. And also, I'm always advocating for my customers, and that's embraced here, right? Not just on my direct team, but the larger extended team encourages that and embraces it. And when I advocate for my customer, that's a good thing, right? And everybody acknowledges that. And I think, that encouragement is really awesome, and it makes me excited to be on this team.
Yeah, there's so many great things that come out of our mid-market team, and I get encouraged every time. And you did mention this, but this year at our awards banquet, you got the Buffalo Award, which is a new award that was conceived, by Paul Burgess, and it really just brings that team together, that culture of tightness. Okay. Yeah. So let's change up a little bit. Let's do some rapid fire questions.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Coffee or energy drink?
Coffee. Espresso.
Espresso. Okay. Early bird or night owl?
Neither.
Night owl. Text message or phone call?
Text.
Planner or spontaneous?
Planner.
Planner. Yeah, I could tell that you're definitely a planner. Again, but just one which you run your business. Okay.
But I like to be spontaneous within my core plan.
Well, Ashley, those two things are hard to do.
That's true.
Those things are absolutely hard to do. Okay. Last one here. Would you rather, hold on top of this one, would you rather lead a meeting or never have to attend another meeting again?
Lead.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I think meetings are sometimes necessary.
Yeah, they're necessary. I would actually pick for me. First too many meetings. Delete, cancel all.
I will. Yeah.
Yep. Cancel all meetings. Well, that's awesome, Ashley. So look, I'll just, I'll say this. I love the fact that you're here. The what you've accomplished in a short period of time is just absolutely incredible. The most rewarding thing for me is just the tenacity in which you engage with your clients to really help them drive their business forward. At the end of the day, Velosio is a leading mid-market, business partner for our clients, and our ability to be able to help them, punch above their weight class, digitally really is important to those organizations. I love the fact that, you're a big reason why we're able to do that. So thank you, Ashley.
Thank you, Chad. Yeah, I love being here. Thank you.